RWM Home Loans in Fresno is a proud sponsor of Fuego FC. RWM Fresno, mortgages made easy and where your journey begins. Envision Realty. We want to help those achieve the dream of home ownership. We are your voice and will be right by your side from beginning to end and beyond. Visit www.envisionfresno.com and be a future home owner.
That's what it's all about,
Heck yeah.
seeing different communities, and that's how I got inspired, when I started singing, so that's how it is.
No, it's honestly true because growing up, I've never really seen many Indian players.
Yeah.
And so, it is nice to kind of see someone up there that you can kind of aspire to be like.
Yeah, definitely, man, you know what I mean? I think it's very important, especially for the youngsters that are coming up. They need a target.
Yeah.
And obviously right now in the world, I think there's too much hatred going on, towards religion or what color where 100%. You from and all that. We're all humans at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I think sports is one of the things that I can relate to it. I remember taking my nephews to practices, and I still do. And now I'm taking my son to practice, and it's a beautiful thing when you see different people, different culture, and just on the ground, we're all just having a ball and just having fun.
Yeah.
And, and you can become a famous, a professional footballer or a soccer player or a hockey player or whatever, or a singer, whatever you want to be. There's no limit.
No, it's definitely like a big melting pot because you meet a lot of people that you normally never really talk to.
Yeah.
A lot of different groups of people.
Yeah.
And so that's what it's been like for me as well.
Yeah.
All different types of cultures, people, and no, it's definitely it's a good learning experience.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like I told you guys, I love the culture.
Yeah.
I've been part of
I love you already.
The smile dude, it's fun, man. I'm telling you, man.
No, seriously.
Big shout out to my buddy Raj and Mintu and all the guys from Kerman and also
the Dhaliwal brothers.
Pete, the Dhaliwal brothers and Pete, Mander family. So I got a good glimpse of them and, the fun aspect of it, the kabaddi tournaments, all the,
that's what I'm talking about,
man. So when I saw that, I got scared as hell. Man. I was like, holy shit, these guys get after it.
I'll stick to soccer.
Exactly. Hell, I'm not hitting someone that hard, So it's like rugby, a little bit of tag, a little bit of
wrestling
in there. So it's awesome,
but
man.
It's a beautiful sport. My brother used to play too. So I remember from Canada, we used to drive down to Yuba City, man.
Oh, Yuba, I played with that club.
Yeah?
The soccer club, Yuba, with my buddy Gav.
Where's that?
It's up by Sacramento, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, we used to drive down there and just stay at the temple there.
Uh-huh.
And it was beautiful, just a bunch of guys, just chilling and talking and trying to become, something professional. Yeah. So I know all those guys that started then, and they became a top kabaddi players.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I used to hang around with those guys. Then obviously at the end of the tournament, I used to sing. When the tournament used to finish and say, oh, okay, you go ahead, sing now, whatever. Mm-hmm. And they, people started paying me money and all that. And those guys were like all busted, their knees are, hurting, ankles broken, whatever. They're like, I think I want to sing now.
Hey, there's some good money out there, the kabaddi tournaments. I saw. There was one in San Joaquin. That's the first one I saw.
Yeah.
The one in San Joaquin, and I went to go get some samosas and all that good stuff. Man. I was like, that's my favorite. So I went to go check it out, and I was like, holy, there's a lot of people out here.
Yeah.
And these guys were going at it. It was like a big circle, you know, and it was awesome, man. It was a great experience.
Yeah, it was kind of like a getaway from, you know, for our people, I guess, you know, the kabaddi tournament. You know, they make like goat meat and all that, hang around and, you know, circle around, and, you know, that's a beautiful thing about it, you know, just kind of like chill and enjoy the thing too.
Yeah, there were a bunch of warriors.
Yeah.
Was that like your first time performing? Was that kind of where it started?
Yeah, I think that kabaddi's, well, yeah, the first tournament's kind of like, you know, I used to go there with my friends, and it's like at the end, they'll say, oh, get on the mic and sing something. You know, I think back then, it just, there was no internet. You know, there was no podcast, or there was no Facebook. There was nothing.
Yeah,
it was a mouth publicity.
Mouth,
So if some say there's a 500 people and they saw me performing, like, oh, that kid's all right, man. You know, let's hook him up.
When did you start?
I started in '93, man. Damn. My first album actually got released in September '93. So, but I was singing before that, like, you know.
What would you say your genre is? Like,
well, I mean, you know, like I listen to heavy metal. You know, Bon Jovi, Motley Crue, One Phase 8, NWA, Eazy-E is still my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
You know, he will never be gone in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, grew up listening to all those, but then my Ustadji, Kuldeep Marnik, you know, he's the reason I started singing. You know, I remember back in India when I was 4 years old. You know, my uncle had me on his shoulders, and I saw him performing live.
Oh, wow.
And that's it. There was nobody in the family, you know, like who sings or anything.
Yeah.
No music history in the family, but it just like that's why I always say, man, dream. They do come true. You know, if you're not gonna dream, how are you gonna achieve them? So you know, to break the barriers, to break those walls, you just have to go out there and do what you want to do. You know, sometimes people don't want to. They will always tell you, oh, you can't do that. You won't be able to do that. No, man. Yes, I can do it.
Yeah.
When did you start noticing, like, you're starting to make it? You know, you're like, hey, people are actually paying me now.
No, even like before my album, I remember we just made a band. It was called Jazzy B and the Boys. So all my friends that I went to school with, you know, so we just like about 10 guys. We just made our own band, and we used to ask people any birthday party or a wedding, hire us, right?
Yeah.
And they never used to pay us, man. It's like 10 of us. Like, here, take $500. Like, it's 10 of us, man. How would we split that one? Come on, man. At least give 1,000. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, but it wasn't about the money. I think that's the thing. If you want to go somewhere, it's about the passion.
Yeah.
You have to have that passion. You know, the money will come later, definitely.
For sure.
It will come later. But the passion, the drive have to be there. I think that I had that, and I still have it. You know, people still ask me, like, oh, it's been like so long. Don't you get bored of it? I go, no. You know, every time I step on stage, to me, it's like my first gig. It's like my last gig.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it doesn't matter. There's 50 people or there's 1,000 people. I'm still going to pull my 110%.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
I think that's the thing, man.
And that's when you love what you do, huh? That's when you know you're like,
man.
if it's the same routine all the time, or if you know it gets boresome, you know. But it's like it's awesome when you feel like it's like, man, this is I've probably 30th show this week, but I felt like it was my first one.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
it's not 9 to 5 job, right? It's not gonna go. You're gonna be on the same chair, same table. It's challenging because you don't know how the crowd is gonna be.
Yeah.
You know how they're gonna react to me. You know, are they gonna be boring or are they gonna be party animals or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it's always challenging. So as soon as I step on the stage, and I'll say, man. You know,
you can see how like the vibe changes when you get out there.
Yeah. The
That's
energy
right.
just comes. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is there anything else that gives you that? You think that level of excitement and that, or is it really just performing?
Well, I think it's just love for the music. You know, I just pray every time I step on stage. Just thank God. Like, okay, hopefully the gig will go as I plan. You know, that's it. I step on stage. I don't know where I get the energy from, and just boom, Yeah, Jay seen it. 2 hour, 2.5 hour, 3 hours, whatever, man. It's nonstop. I can keep going.
Do you know what I love about the music? It's kind of like a mixture of like reggaeton,
Yeah.
a little bit of a rock,
Yeah,
a little bit of hip hop.
Yeah, everything is in there.
Yeah, man, I
Yeah.
love it. I love that rhythm and
Yeah, the beat.
the beat, especially when the guy gets on the drums.
It's like beat is the main thing in our the Bhangra music.
Yeah.
You know, you have to dance, man. Doesn't matter you understand what I'm singing, but hey, you'll understand the beat.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know, man.
Yeah. one thing I would say, and what I saw is in the Indian culture, they support their athletes. When they make it, they're like, man, I'm proud of it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Especially like at the collegiate level, I saw it. You know, I played with some Indian players and really good soccer player.
Yeah.
You know, before, and I would see like huge amounts of support for them. You know.
Yeah.
And that's what I told Neil. I was like, man, you're here with the club now.
Yeah.
There's a big population in Fresno now, man. So
Yeah.
you just gotta start learning. Huh?
Yeah, you gotta brush on your Punjabi, man. I'm the guy to do that, right? Hit me up anytime, man. Yeah, no, that's a beautiful thing, man. You know, like I feel really proud because I've always been into sports, like I said. So when I see like somebody breaking into like soccer, you know, or ice hockey, I tweet about it. You know, even though I don't know the person who he is, but hey, it's like that's a big thing for our community.
Yeah.
You know, it'll give hopes to a lot of youngsters out there.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, you proud, man.
No, I appreciate
Proud
that.
moment, man.
I
You know,
appreciate
see you in that
that.
jersey, man. Want to see you playing, man. Want to see you playing, man. That'd be good.
That's the dream.
Yeah, now we're pressured, man. You gotta play,
I
Neil.
got the whole community on my back.
I'm like, oh shit, Jazzy B is watching me today.
Come on, coach. You gotta put him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, what recommendations would you give Neil, man? You know, he's starting his career. You've been at a point where you started your career.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
I say, man, you just take a day at a time, whatever, but just practice. You know, you're not gonna have every day is not gonna be a good game for you.
That's for
you know,
sure.
you're gonna have ups and downs in life, in games as well. You know, it doesn't matter. You see the top players like Messi or Ronaldo or Salah. You know, they're not gonna play every game the same way.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna have. Sometimes they can score, sometimes they can't. You know what I mean? So just don't get that to your head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever you do, just relax and play, man. Like you would be playing at your backyard or you've been practicing.
No, those are the best games when you don't even realize the fans are there. You're
because
just playing.
pressure does get to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's the one thing I've been lucky, because when I met Ustadji, he said, it doesn't matter even I'm sitting right in front of you, I'm not your teacher or whatever. You sing the way you want to sing. Just go, like even sing like I'm not even there.
Yeah.
It's like you're in the shower, huh?
Yeah, that's it. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. So I did that.
And you've always felt that way?
Huh?
You've always felt that way?
Yeah.
No pressure, wow.
Yeah, no pressure. You know what I mean? It's just like I think when you're under pressure, obviously you could be the most talented person in the world, but that talent won't come out there.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean?
That's
And
definitely true.
obviously we are a human being, and yeah, we do get under pressure. But yeah, so just go with the flow, man, and just show your game on the pitch.
No, I
Man.
appreciate that.
That's what it's all about. You know.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it's all about.
So when are we gonna get a performance, man? I want to
Halftime
hear
show.
a halftime show,
Yeah.
man.
When he scores. Yeah, man. There you go, man. I'll
Neil,
be
man, you better score. I want to hear him. No pressure.
We got Johnny on the team. Let us score some goals.
Yeah. Hey, do preseason count or
Practice count.
yeah, exactly. So where do you perform? Like all over the country, all over the world?
all over the world, man. You
Yeah,
know what I
that's
mean? I think
awesome.
finally things opened up again after COVID and stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, so been flying, went to India, Dubai, now here, then Canada, then Mexico, then around the world kind of thing. So,
Mexico, huh?
Yeah, man.
How was that?
Yeah, man. It's yeah. I like Mexico, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty much. I think our cultures
Yeah, it's
are
similar.
pretty much similar.
Similar,
yeah.
You know, I think we appreciate our background and our culture, how we relate to it. We love our foods.
For sure.
We love our parties. And
Yeah.
stuff.
Always trying to find an excuse to party.
Anything.
Anything,
I'm
yeah.
feeling sad today. Let's party.
Yeah, feeling happy. Let's party.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
Man.
for sure, yeah.
Where were you in Mexico?
Well, I'm going to go to Mexico.
You are?
There's a private function, so
Oh, shit. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, those are the funnest right there, huh?
Yeah, man. Can't wait. Jay's getting all excited already.
That's awesome, man. So where are you originally established, like right now, living wise?
Well, I was in the UK, but now
Okay.
in Canada. You know, the family's all there in Vancouver,
Cool.
BC. It gets very cold there, but but we get good weather as well. So yeah.
Yeah,
beautiful
you were
BC.
mentioning you're a Whitecaps fan.
Yeah. I mean, I sport Whitecaps obviously because I'm from Vancouver, but I've been sporting Liverpool for since '94, man.
Wow.
So yeah.
You know, I talk about Liverpool and their structure. You know, they have season ticket holders. You know,
Yeah.
and it's super hard to get into their games, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing we're trying to, because we're at Fresno State, we're trying to, set something up like that, and it's going to be tight, tight there. Once we get into our stadium here in the near future, it's going to be a hard ticket to get, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, I think it'll really work. You know what I mean? I think that's something people are missing over here. You know, like soccer, football stadiums and stuff like that. And I think a lot of kids will be excited to go to those games.
Sure.
I know I'm excited.
And
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Excited for him to
Yeah.
score.
No pressure.
Or just to
No
play,
pressure.
man.
We were joking before I think you got here.
Yeah.
My cousin's a massive Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's got this tattoo, like he's a massive fan on his calf. And he goes and
Then
pulls
I
up
go,
his
oh,
calf.
are you sure I'm not the cousin?
What? Oh, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Die
That's
Hard.
awesome, man.
So you've been to Anfield plenty of times?
Oh yeah. I took my son too there, man. My daughter and stuff. So, yeah, we just watched the last game when I was in England a couple months ago. Watched the other game yesterday with the Nottingham Forest. So, yeah, so it doesn't matter where I'm in the world. I got my alarm on what time they're gonna play.
Oh my gosh.
So sometimes it's like 4 or
4
5 in the
a.m.
morning
on the West
in
Coast
India.
here,
I'll make sure I have the channels. If not, it's on my phone, whatever, man. I have to watch it. So, hardcore fan, man, not just,
Yeah, real deal.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, what village? I know you were talking about a village.
Yeah, so what village are you from? No pressure. What's your panda?
Yeah, phone my dad real quick.
Yeah. No, it's very important, you know what I mean? I'll tell the kids. It doesn't matter, what you're going to do in life, but the background, man. It doesn't matter I'm from Canada, whatever, but, always be proud that I'm from India, Punjab, Durgapur. That's my penda, man. Every time I go there, the flashbacks come back, you know what I mean? It's the most beautiful thing, man. So
For sure.
don't be shy, man, where you're from,
sure.
It's a beautiful thing, man. You learn all the languages you want, man. It's good to learn, but don't forget your mother tongue. My mother tongue is Punjabi, and I'm proud of it. Because of Punjabi, I am Jazzy B.
Yeah.
Just imagine if I didn't know Punjabi, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
You know what I mean? So sometimes kids they want to fit into the crowd, leaving your own identity, becoming them. No, don't do that, man. Have your own identity and you can still fit in there, or they'll come to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know your roots.
Yeah, never forget your
And
roots.
I'll shout out my mom because she's definitely trying to get me to that.
Yeah,
So I'll
yeah.
start listening to her a little more.
Yeah.
I told Jazzy told me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
It's an order, man.
It's an honor. You gotta teach them sometime,
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah.
You gotta take them on tour with you.
Phew.
Definitely, man.
You gotta give me a couple months off.
Nah,
Don't worry, I'll make you run around, man. Have you a ball with it. Trust me.
You'll come back fitter, right? When's your next show, Jazzy?
Well, we got private
Mexico,
shows right now happening. Then got shows in Canada. Then flying to England in April. End of April, got shows there. So yeah, the summer's looking pretty busy, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome, huh?
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
It was terrible closing everything up, man.
Oh man, trust me. I was talking to him earlier. I think we're all connected. You know what I mean? Entertainment, weddings, music.
Yeah.
You know, soccer, football, whatever. If everything's closed, you know, we're all suffering.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sure.
It doesn't matter how much money you got, but we're all suffering. So it was a horrible time for the whole world, I think. So finally, the things are breaking down now. You know, no mask and all that.
I
you
know,
what I mean?
back to normal.
Oh man, it's horrible. Like when you're on a 15-hour flight and you have to wear that mask. Like, oh, please, like, you're gonna get fined if you take it off. Like, really? So it's things are finally coming
It is
back
gonna
to
be back.
normal.
Yeah, I know you have an English Premier League team. Do you have a USL 1 team that you rep around?
No.
There's one right now.
Hey, that's right.
Right now,
The
man.
Fuego FC, man.
Obviously.
Can we make you an official Fuego fan?
Oh, definitely. I took a T-shirt last year and I rocked it on stage too. I don't know if you've seen
That's
my
dope.
Instagram. So yeah, definitely, man. So this is my team, man.
Awesome.
Yeah. So like I said, man, you have to start somewhere. You know, you have to dream to achieve, and so Fuego, man, FC right here, man.
Yeah,
I'll be on the.
I want to see you in those VIP spots just going crazy, man.
Trust me, I'll be there, man. Like this, man. Seriously, just waiting for the stadium to be built, man.
Nah, it's coming. It's coming.
We were
It's gonna
talking
be
about that last time. You know what I mean? It's like, let's rush it up, man.
Nah, for
Use
sure.
the connection,
And you know what's funny? It's
Yeah.
we've gotten some good news, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah,
be
yeah.
rocking in there. I'll tell you that one.
Oh, definitely.
It's gonna be loud. It's gonna be live. One of the things that Fresno prides itself for is their fans.
Yeah.
Their fans are
Well,
awesome.
I know that because obviously following Liverpool Anfield is the loudest.
Nuts.
The crowd is crazy. So I know over here you definitely got Indian community supporting that, man.
For sure.
Trust me, especially he's on board now.
100%.
There'll be more people to come. So yeah, definitely, man.
And we didn't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in here. And so because he was coming from Cal Poly, we were just like, man, this guy's a good player. He went through the tryout phase.
Yeah.
He came in and he did well, and we ended up signing him, man. So I think he showed really well, and when I found that, I was like, oh, dude, I got to introduce you to my brothers, man. These guys are awesome, man.
Just remember, no drinking, all right? No drinking, bro. You still gotta earn your, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Much stripes.
Yeah, party after, all right? Yeah.
No, it's fun. When I did sign, I was talking to Nathan, and he goes, I told him, I'm Punjabi, and he goes, do you know who Jazzy B is? I was like, yeah, I know who Jazzy B is. And obviously, I don't know, I'm not too ingratiated in the culture, but it's crazy that we have this connection here, and I mean, it's a blessing to have you as a supporter and all this. It's great.
I think that's what it's all about. You don't know who you're gonna meet or how it's gonna be. Like before, I didn't even know this club existed here. You know what I mean? Now I'm like kind of part of it.
Yeah.
Waiting for the stadium. And,
It's coming.
waiting to put that shirt on and cheer you guys on, man. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
So welcome to the family, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Dope. That's dope. But hey, performance, man. We need to hurry up and score, dude. Come on, man.
Give him the ball, man. Give him the ball.
We need a halftime show, man. I still need you probably need to give me some music, man. I want to hear it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I could just bust a line right here.
Let's get it going.
जिने मेरा दिल लुटिया ओहो जिने मैनू मार सुटिया ओहो लक पतला बलौरी ओदे नैन नैन कन्नी चुम के हुलारे ओदे लैन लैन गल्लां करदी होए करदी शायद तो मिठियां जिने मेरा दिल लुटिया ओहो जिने मैनू मार सुटिया ओहो जिने मेरा दिल लुटिया. Okay, now it's your turn.
In Spanish or English?
Come on, anything, man.
Cruising down the street in my 6'5".
Yeah, man. Now you're talking, baby. NWA, man.
Hopefully you can produce my album one of these days.
Yeah, why not, man?
It'll go aluminum, man. Not
Aluminum,
platinum.
like, you hear the potential in it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, man.
Good feature.
Yeah, man.
Now we're talking.
That's a terrible investment.
That's where all the stadium money's going.
I know. But man, I've been hearing about you, and I'm glad you're here, and I appreciate you guys' support, man. You know, especially, you know, with Neil and the club in itself, and I think it's gonna be a really good year, man. I really do.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, anything to do with sports, I'm always there. You know, I think that's being an artist. I think it's every artist's duty, you know, to give something back to the community. Yeah, sure. You know, we do commercial thing for ourselves, whatever. But you know, I've always been like that. You know, wherever, whatever. Hey, just I'm a phone call away or a message away, man. You know, it's really good for the future for our youngsters, man. You know what I mean? I think sports is one thing that keeps our kids grounded. You know, from like getting in trouble. Trust me, I've seen growing up people like, especially now these days, getting into drugs and doing wrong things. You know, it could be the nicest kid, but he gets into that circle, and boom, he's trapped.
Over.
He can't do anything about it. He can't talk to nobody. So, being a sports person, I think you kind of get away from that, the bad influence. You know what I mean? You go out there, practice, and who knows, become a professional. So I'm glad to be part of it, and always will, man. Anytime.
Appreciate it.
And probably teach you the same skills, like the perseverance, the hard working that you've, you know, to get to your level.
Yeah, that's what I even in the music industry. There's a lot of people go wrong. They get one hit and boom, they don't talk to nobody. You know, it's like become big headed, and that's why I call them one hit wonder. And you don't never see them again because they don't know how to handle the fame. I think becoming a star is easy. Is to maintain it. Is the hardest, man. That's the hardest part. So that's what I tell when they ask me, oh, you've been doing this for 28, 29 years. What's the secret? I'll go, well, the secret is I'll keep myself grounded. You know, I take my son to a soccer player. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm Jazzy B. I can't do that. Why not? What's people going to do? They're going to take pictures of me. And that's a good thing that people recognize me. Take a minute of my time and talk to them. That's a beautiful thing. Don't do that. Don't hide yourself. Don't box yourself like, oh, you know what I mean? No, I don't want to see with people. You are a star because of people. Yeah. You know, I think that's when people kind of go wrong in their head. It's like, oh no, you know, without me, this world won't. It doesn't matter, man. There'll be another star tomorrow. For sure. So I believe there's always somebody better than you.
That's
awesome.
Think
in the back of my mind, it's like, hey, whatever, man. You know, God's given me this talent. You know, lasted this long. Thank God, man. Every day. That's what it is. So keep yourself grounded is the most important thing. It doesn't matter what you do.
For sure.
Yeah.
You embrace your community, the community embraces you, man.
That's it, man.
That's 100%.
You know,
like, especially here in Fresno, man. It's a small knit community, especially the soccer community.
Yeah.
You treat everybody well.
Yeah.
You know, acknowledge them. You invite them to games. You thank them for coming to the games. You know, that's one thing that we missed, you know, in the past. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, you know, spreading love. I think when you spread love, you'll get love back. You know, if you spread hate, man, you ain't going to get nothing back. Yeah. You know, maybe a slap. I don't know. You know what I mean?
No, we don't like those.
Yeah, nobody likes those ones, right? So just I strongly believe in that, you know, just spreading love, man. You know, it just takes like a 1 second or 1 minute. You're mad and all that. I want to do this and do that. Calm yourself down, whatever. Even on the pitch, man, I'm telling you, you know, sometimes I've got the same problem with my son. He got that temper, you know what I mean?
Yeah, loses.
Yeah, he's like, you know, then tell him, if you do that, you're getting mad at yourself or getting mad at the person, that's what they want. That means they got you off your game, bro.
Yeah.
You don't just eat it in, man. You just breathe and take it in. Once you're mad, that means you're off your game.
You know what's crazy? I was watching a podcast a while back, and it's from the person that probably couldn't control his temper at all, which was Mike Tyson, right?
Oh,
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
But dude, his podcasts are amazing. I love seeing his podcast. you know, they're talking about, I forget who he's talking to, about, yeah, we don't talk anymore, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm okay with him, and
Yeah.
you know, we don't talk. But he's like, well, you should talk to him. He was like, why would I talk to him? It's because he's controlling your emotions.
Yeah.
You still feel the hate, right?
Yeah, the hate, yeah.
As soon as that controls you, you lose.
That's it.
you know?
You lose.
You
There's
lose.
no winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It
That's
just
dope.
it takes like a second to make a piece, man. You know,
Yeah.
at least when
And
if
it
I
feels a
gotta-
lot better once you're like,
yeah, it's like, hey,
that's
hey, I
true.
did my part.
Yeah,
Now it's
yeah.
up to that person.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, it takes two to tango. So
yeah.
so never like kind of, you know, whatever happens on the pitch, leave it on the pitch, man. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes, you know, we take it home and all that. You're like, oh, this, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I'll see you
Yeah.
when I go to
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I'll get you back, man. Next game. Okay, no, but don't do that. It's like, you know, just leave it on the bench, man.
Just leave it.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
depends what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but man, that's awesome that you're here. I definitely want to learn more about you guys, man, and
Yeah.
and see what we could do in the near future, man. So
Definitely, man. I'm on board. So, yeah.
get this guy to
Yeah.
hang out with you more.
Yeah,
man.
definitely, man.
Yeah.
Polishes Punjabi, man. Yeah.
For sure.
Live for
And what,
that.
Neil, where are your parents at right now?
In Washington State.
In Washington?
Yeah.
Cool,
We're
man.
from Olympia. So I was born in Modesto, and then I moved to Olympia when I was around like 5. And I've
Oh.
basically grown up there.
Okay.
So that's my excuse for not knowing. But yeah, no, they're still there. I have a younger brother.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He's a sophomore in high school now. So
Okay.
he's next up. That's the plan.
Okay.
He's a good player as well.
That's
Yeah.
good,
So
man.
And then you went out to Cal Poly, right? Or after
yeah, so I spent the last 2 years at Cal Poly, which is in San Luis Obispo. It's about 2 hours south of here. It's a
Okay.
beautiful, beautiful place. So getting my degree, I'm still finishing up that degree, and then you know, I've had this opportunity, so
Yeah.
just started here. So
No, that's good, man. You know, it's like kind of like breaking the ice. You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
it takes one person to break the barriers, and you know the other will follow you. You know what I mean? So no pressure, but you know it is. No, it's a good thing that you know you're signed to this club,
yeah,
a great club, and you could open up doors for other people. You know
definitely,
what I mean?
definitely.
That's how it is, man. You know, when I started, people didn't think I was gonna make it. Maybe like I said, one hit wonder. Maybe and this guy, he, you know, his hair is funny. You know, the way he dresses. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I tell the people out there, believe in yourself, man. You know, don't let other people judge you. They will always judge you. Doesn't matter who you are. You can never win the world, you know. But believe in yourself. That's one thing my Ustad, he told me the first time I met him. He goes, I'm going to say it in Punjabi. He goes, ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਤੇ ਮਾਣ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਤੇ ਮਾਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰੂੰਗਾ, ਹੋਰ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਕੰਜਰ ਤੇਰੇ ਤੇ ਮਾਣ ਕਰੂਗਾ? It's like you have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, who else is going to believe in you? Like, what a beautiful thing to say. And, you know, and I carry that with me ever since he told me, and I try to pass it on to other people like I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think self-confidence, 90% today, I think the kids have anxiety attacks. It's, you know, they can't talk to people because they think, oh, no, what's he going to think? What's she going to think?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Nah, man, don't think about people. Think about yourself. I want to do this. That's my target. That's what I always say. Always aim high in the sky, man. Only then you'll reach halfway.
Sure.
You know what I mean? You can never win the world,
Yeah.
but you could win yourself, man. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm born to do.
Yeah.
So,
You know what I mean? So
No, definitely. To achieve anything that big, you gotta persevere. You gotta believe in yourself.
that's it. That's
It's
it. I
massive.
mean, you might not make it the first time or the second time, but hey, just keep falling, keep getting up, man. That's
Yeah.
it. At least you'll know. You won't have any regret then.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I tried. Like, rather than say, oh, I should have done that. I could have done that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, yeah, I strongly believe
I had a
in that.
coach say he got told no 50 times before he got a yes. It's
Yeah.
fact. Like,
Yeah.
even before I signed here, I think I trialed at a bunch of different combines.
Yeah.
And even when, you know, coming here, you still got to come and prove yourself.
for sure.
And even once you're signed, you got to keep proving yourself.
That's it,
I
man.
got, I got to score for you still.
There you
so-
go, man. Yeah, no, see, that's the thing. The signing is not the problem. It's like what you're gonna do after. You know, you like I say, what keeps me going is still my first day or it's my last day. That's it, man. You got to keep improving yourself. I want to go there. I want to do that. I want to do that. That's it. You know, no pressure, and just do your best, and rest is up to the God, man, up there. You know, He'll make you shine, man.
For sure.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's it, man.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I don't want to get religious or anything like that, but when I would talk to my good friend Ron, she was like, dude, I was like, you know what I love about your guys' culture, Ron? You guys welcome everybody, man.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, yeah, it's like a mountain, right?
Yeah.
You're climbing up a mountain. It doesn't matter how you go. Sideways, straight up, zigzag, twirl around. As long as we get to the same
that's
point,
it.
you know?
That's
So
it. That's a beautiful thing,
it
man.
is,
you know?
man.
Yeah,
So,
you just want to get on the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean some people can just boom go up straight. Some people go halfway and fall, but then you get up again. You know, that's the thing, man.
So for yourself, were you someone that like sets goals? Like you have specific goals that you try to achieve, or is it kind of you just want to keep improving every day?
Well, I think every day is a learning progress. I'm still learning. It's like every time I step on stage, it's not. I learn from people. When people tell me, it's like, it's a beautiful thing for me to say is like, a 90 years old is listening to my music, and then there's a person, maybe who can even talk, but he or she they're dancing to it.
Yeah.
That means okay, I'm hitting the next generation as well.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what keeps me going.
That's cool.
It's like I'm not going. Not only certain people going to listen to me.
Yeah.
No, I'm targeting to the future, man.
Yeah.
So somehow, if I can make a change, make them learn Punjabi.
That's the first one. Jazzy B, we're Punjabi classes. Volume 1.
Volume 1.
Yeah. Neil Boyal's going to be on the dance like this.
Neil Boyle saying, Sat Sri Akal. Yeah, so you know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing, man.
For sure.
There's never ending. That's the beautiful thing about music. It's the same thing with sports.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you want to play the game the longest as you can.
Yeah.
You know, some people.
Sports, you Asian dog years, man.
Yeah.
One injury.
That's it. You know what I mean? But
you could always go work.
Yeah.
You know.
See, that's the thing. But that you can't have that in your mind. Oh man, I don't want to get injured. It's not. It's just like. Life is risk.
Yeah.
You could be walking down the road and get into accident or whatever.
Yeah.
So when I started singing, 93 album came out. 96, I had a meningitis on my throat, like on my vocal cords.
Really?
And I couldn't sing, man. I was booked like 3 shows in England, like, gigs, clubs, and all these festivals, but I couldn't sing. I remember thinking and crying to myself, like, okay, I just started, man, 93, and it's only 3 years.
Yeah.
That's it, my career's over, man.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
I can work. I used to do construction and all that, but that's not my aim. That's not my target.
Yeah.
I'm born to do this, man.
Yeah.
So, and I remember, just crying there and sitting, and trust me, man, it took like two years off, because doctor said, hey, you have to rest. There's no cure,
2 years.
because you just strained, you overworked your voice, and finally, but I had to get a laser surgery, and thank God it came stronger in 97 when the album came out.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things, you don't know what's going to happen, but thank God that, it was only for a couple of years, I rested. Maybe that happened for a reason. If that didn't happen, I wouldn't be grounded. I'll be all, up my ass, whatever, you know what I mean? The big-headed and all that, you know what I mean? So just it's one of those things.
It's those humbling moments where you're like, holy shit,
that's it.
Everything could be gone
that's
like
it.
that.
So that's why I strongly believe in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. It's like, whatever you believe in, there is God up there, man. Without him, you can't do anything, man. A lot of people might not agree with me, but I'm a religious person. Might not look it, but I am. You know what I mean? So that's it, man. That's one of the things. So just go with the flow and don't worry about injuries and all that. Whatever, we all get it. But just keep going, and that's one of the things.
No, I read this one book, and it talked about setbacks as just learning experiences.
Yeah.
If you just look at it like that, because you learn so much from these bad moments.
It is, because then you know what? When people are around you, sometimes you're like, oh, okay, you don't care about the world, whatever. But when you're sitting there by yourself, I remember I used to cry at night, like nobody be around me. but it made me think. I'm like, okay, oh well, it's over. What can I do?
Yeah.
You know, it's God's plan, man. Whatever.
Yeah,
You know, but I think I became a better person.
for sure.
You know, appreciating people, appreciating life, appreciating moments, things like that. So yeah. So,
Hey, Jazz, did you said you had a son, right? Or you
yeah,
have a
yeah. I
son?
got a son
You
and
have
a daughter.
son and a daughter. Hey, did your life change quite a bit? Like, in your music change at all when you became a parent?
Oh yeah, definitely. And my daughter is actually on one of my tracks, doing the intro on Rambo. The song is called Rambo. I think she's about 5 then. Yeah, when she was born, it's a beautiful thing, man. You know, it's like you heard from other people. It's like, oh, you know, you
Yeah.
don't know how it feels.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even remember when she was born. Like 12 or 5, I think she was born afternoon, and oh man, it was the most beautiful thing holding her in my hand,
Wow.
and just like. It's like, okay, I made this.
Yeah.
You know,
It was fun.
Yeah, yeah. Had my wife bitching at me. You know what I mean? Swearing at me and all that. Yeah, you know what I mean? It is. It's the beautiful thing, man. Having kids and, you know, seeing them grow. Even though I've been really close with my nephews and I kind of raised them
Yeah.
up. But yeah, you know, having your own, it's a different story.
Yeah.
You know, and the music definitely changed.
Yeah.
You know, seeing my son on stage. I remember when he was like 2 and he went on stage with me in Vancouver. It was a Basaki festival. I was performing, and you know, he's like funky, you know, with the hair, with the tail and everything. He stole the show. He was dancing, he was trying to sing and everything. So it's like
awesome.
wow, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, but then they become teenager. Then they're like, wow, what do you want? What do you want? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, but that's part of the life, man.
Hey, there's a festival coming up, huh? Like one in Big and Selma coming up soon, or no? You don't know? I think there's one. I've gone to it. It's there's like thousands and thousands of. It's like a parade.
Oh, Basaki maybe.
Is it?
Yeah, Basaki
Yeah.
parade. Yeah, yeah. That
next month or so, I think. Is next
Yeah,
month?
April.
April.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. So April 13th is the birth of Khalsa, you know, Sikhs.
Yeah.
But obviously due to COVID, everything's kind of like backdated now. So
Yeah.
I know the Vancouver festival is cancelled. They're still not going ahead with it.
Oh.
So which is a shame. But yeah, I think every country, every city kind of have it around April.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So when is that date? Like when this?
well,
what do you guys? So
see-
tell me a background on that.
Yeah, so it's April 13 is that's when the Khalsa, the birth of Khalsa was born. You know, a new religion, Sikhs.
Okay.
You know, were produced. So that right now, so around the world, you know, it's supposed to be on April 13, but obviously due to the weekends and all that, so they pick different weekends around the world. You know what I mean? So then, you know, there's obviously free food. You know, Guru Granth Sahib Ji's. You know, there's a lot of people. In Surrey, I think last couple of years ago, we had 500,000 people. You know,
Oh.
so it's the most beautiful thing. You have to like be part of it, and I think Yuba City is one of the biggest Nagar Kirtan around Basaki. They have it. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
And we gotta go catch one of those, Neil.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, man.
That'd be
You
awesome.
never know, man. It's gonna turn into a week.
You're still there.
You gotta choose who you go with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I love learning about the culture. You know, it's an amazing culture to me. I've always been intrigued
Yeah.
on. You know, I've had long talks
Yeah.
like till 5 a.m.
Yeah.
just asking questions, man. I want to know about it. You know, and so I
Yeah.
was just like, it's awesome. Man.
Yeah, learning is always
yeah,
good, man.
yeah.
I think that's one of the things our Guru told us. You know, Guru Nanak Dev Ji or Guru Gobind Singh Ji, like learn about other religion. You already know yours,
Yeah.
but you should know other religion, other culture better than yours.
Yeah.
So you could like, you know, talk about it, and if there is some debate going on, you know what to say or what to ask or how to answer it. You know, I think that's a beautiful thing to say. It's all about knowledge, you know, learning process, learning different things. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful thing about Guru Granth Sahib Ji. You know, everything is in there from different cultures, different religion. You know, when Guru Nanak Dev Ji walked the world, You know, he picked up, oh, okay, this is a good thing about this religion. Let's write that in there. You know, the first thing, it starts with the Ikkon God. That means God is one. How beautiful is that?
Yeah.
You know, God is one. That's it. You know, you could, whoever you believe in, doesn't matter, but it's one thing.
Yeah.
They all say the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same path. It's just like you said, the mountain.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the target is to get there.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's just too much hate in the world. That's
sure.
that's what it is. But
Yeah.
you know, let's not talk about hate. Let's talk about love,
Yeah.
baby.
And hopefully we get some love from you to come May 7th. May 7th, first home game.
Yeah,
so
man.
you gonna be there?
I'll have to check my schedule, man. But I would love to. I would love to, man.
For sure. You gotta come
if
support.
if I'm around, yeah, definitely, man.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
again, man, we appreciate you coming and
Oh, thank you, man.
and thank you guys.
Thank
You know,
you.
whatever you guys need from us,
always,
let us
man.
know. We would definitely want to treat you guys like this is your home, man.
Yeah, it
You know?
is, man. I always say that. It's my
Yeah,
home, man.
for
It's
sure,
home, man.
for
Welcome,
sure.
baby.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Appreciate you.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.